All right, welcome back to Athlete Mental Coaching. Now in today's video, we're going to be talking about attitude. And the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to write this down. If you're a parent watching this, I want you to write down, attitude is contagious. All right, 3 words. Attitude is contagious. Now this can be an awesome attitude, or this can be a terrible attitude. This could be your child, right after they score, their emotions are really high, their attitude is awesome, they're paying attention to their coach. Or it could be, they lost the ball, the other team goes down and scores, and they lose the game, and they're crying about it on the way home. They're showing their teammates that they're really, really upset. Their emotions are all over the place. And this is why I said attitude is contagious. Now, I've seen this happen thousands of times now. At this point of my coaching career, I've watched so many different games from so many different levels. And what I see is very simple, right? Athletes who want to be leaders, what they have to do is they have to really understand that, it does not matter what happens during the game. My emotions have to be in check. I have to have a great attitude, because if my attitude is bad, my teammates will follow me and they will have a bad attitude. If I have a great attitude, no matter what is going on during the game, my teammates will follow that and they will have a good attitude. And likely the outcome of the game is going to be much better if the leader has a good attitude. And you see this in youth sports, and you see this in high school sports, you see this in college sports, you see this in pro sports. It does not matter what level it is, all right? So a good attitude, all right, is attractive. A bad attitude, all right, is negative. That is going to ultimately bleed into the rest of the team. So this is why it's really important. If you're watching this video right now, if you're a parent, you know what the attitude is like from your son or daughter when you're watching. And also, you know what your attitude is like from the sideline. Your attitude is either going to be really good from the sideline, or it's going to be really bad. And I see this happen too many times. Players out there will always look to the sidelines to see what their parents are doing. And if their parent has a bad attitude, then it makes the player really nervous. If the parent has a pretty good attitude, then the player becomes typically more calm and they feel more confident in themselves. If you have the type of son or daughter that's always looking at you, they're going to feed off of your reactions, right? So the reason why I wanted to bring this up, it's because so many parents have reached out to me over the past couple of weeks, and they've been like, well, Ben, how can I help my son with their attitude? How can I help my daughter with their attitude? And the first thing that I would look at is, as a parent, you have to start with yourself first. And you have to check yourself and ask yourself, on the sideline, what am I doing? What are my emotions like? Is my attitude good? Is my attitude bad? I need to change what I'm doing first before I can try to tell my child what they need to do, right? So this is the thing. A lot of parents don't even realize what they're doing on the sideline. And if you go to the next game, and I promise you if you do this, go to the next game, put on some headphones, and just watch what other parents are doing. And just don't even hear what they're saying. Just look at their body language. Look at what they're doing. Look how they're reacting. Look how they're pointing. Look how they have their hands like this. I mean, you'll see so many funny things when you just don't listen and you just watch, right? And then what you'll see is you'll notice wow, I mean, as a parent, I'm doing the same things that they're doing. Because on the sideline, the attitude is contagious too, all right? So first, you need to check yourself. Then, all right, when you have a sit-down talk with your son or your daughter, all right, it's not about trying to tell them how to act when they're on the field, right? It's trying to get them to understand how they should think, right? And so this way, it's not, hey, you need to do this or this or this. It's, hey, when this happens during the game, what's going on in your mind? And asking them questions and getting your child to think for themselves. Because this is the thing. Most kids out there now, and I don't want to just say now, it's been like this for decades, hundreds of years probably, they just rebel against what their parents try to tell them to do. And if you're watching this video, if you're a parent, you understand what I'm talking about. they're not going to just do what you say, right? So you have to be able to communicate in a better way. And it's going to be impossible for you to have that conversation until you check yourself, because no kid is going to take you serious if you're on the sideline going crazy and you're trying to tell them to change their behavior. All right, so this is why it starts with you first as a parent. Then when you have these conversations with your child, it's not about telling them what to do. It's about telling them how to think and what to think about, and trying to go at it that perspective instead of, hey, go do this, 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 and this, right? Because if you're not, held accountable on the sideline yourself, why in the world are they going to listen to you? And this is why I see so many times players who have coaches, all right, this is a completely different thing, but players have coaches that are just loud on the sideline. They're not giving like actual feedback. They're just being loud for the sake of being loud. Most players have a bad, or a hard time listening to a coach like that because they're just screaming. They're just emotional all the time, right? And how can that coach expect those athletes to perform well under pressure, right? If he's just all over the place. This is why, like I said at the very beginning of this video, the attitude is contagious. And your child, if they have a really, really bad attitude right now, that can absolutely change, right? It's not an overnight thing. That is something I can absolutely help with, right? If you're a parent watching this and you've watched this whole video and first you check yourself and you actually look at yourself in the mirror and you try to go have a conversation with your child and it's not working, reach out to me. I would love to see how I can help. My number is 210-960-5771. The best way to reach me throughout the week is just shoot me a text message, and from there I can get back to you and schedule a time to chat. So that's it. I hope this video helps, and remember, the attitude is contagious. See you later.